Hey guys, welcome back to WODdoc Project 365, episode 371. Today what we're talking about is patellar mobility, or the mobility of your kneecap and how it can contribute to knee pain, or how mobilizing it can contribute to solving knee pain. So when we look at the kneecap, we call it the patella, right, medically, but we all kind of refer to it as a kneecap, and that's that little bone that kind of sticks in right around here, and it's kind of intertwined in your patellar tendon, which is made from your quad, right? The quads come down, they form this tendon area, which then envelop this bone and then attach right in here, right? So when we're doing repetitive exercises, sometimes we lose mobility in a certain direction. So one of the ways that we can help free this up is what we're going to do today. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a mobility device. I have a peanut type device here, or a double mobility ball, whichever one you want to look at it, right? I'm just going to roll my quad tissue above and below the knee. Now, you could do any type of rolling technique you want to. You can use a stick, or you could do a roll on the ground like you would any other time. I'm just doing this now to show that I would want to somehow do some myofascial rolling prior to doing this, right? So I come all the way across and I go around my knee like such, and I spend some time in here just kind of loosening up all this fascia around. I kind of did that one quick, but that was because I want to get to the meat and potatoes of what we're talking about here. Once we go ahead and we roll this tissue here and we loosen up this fascia around the knee in general, what we want to do is start to mobilize the kneecap itself. And this is called a star pattern. What we're going to do is we're going to take our fingers, one finger above, one finger below, and we kind of put those four quadrants of the knee, and we're just going to, or of the patella, I'm sorry, and we're just going to push it downward away from our body. Not hard, guys. These are very small movements. As you can see, the kneecap itself barely moves, but what we're trying to do is mobilize it downward, okay? And what we're going to do is do 20 mobilizations in a downward direction. And you can see all I'm doing is pushing straight down, but I'm securing it from moving left or to the right. And as I continue to do that, you can see how I'm gaining a little bit of mobility each time. But again, these motions are subtle. From right there, I'm just going to come straight backwards, and going upwards tends to be one that moves relatively more easily, if that's a word, right? But that's okay. So what we do is we're going to go straight down and then straight up, okay? Then from right there, we're going to come inward. This is one that we need to be careful with, okay? As you mobilize inward, just so you don't dislocate your kneecap. That would be bad, right? Again, 20 mobilizations in this way. Again, holding just like the star that we had right there. From right there, we're going to do 20 mobilizations in that other opposite cross. So we're going to go medial to lateral. This one right here I find a lot better is if I take my thumb and I kind of cup it like that. And you can see all I'm doing is pressing the kneecap again to the side. This again obviously is done with care, because this is something that we can, if we push too hard, kind of dislodge or dislocate, and that would be bad. We wouldn't want to do that type of thing. From right there, all you're going to do is dissect north, south, east, and west, all right? And you're going to make sure that you hit northeast, southeast, so northeast, southeast, northwest, and southwest, and northwest, right? So I'm going to go in this direction, down that pole, 20 mobilizations in that way, 20 mobilizations in this way, 20 mobilizations in that direction, and then 20 mobilizations in that opposing direction. One last time, just to wrap it all up, what we're going to do is a star pattern of the knee, very slight mobilizations, kind of cradling it with our finger. We're going to go north, south, east, and west, and then hit our four corners as well, okay? So we get a full compass rose on the knee, mobilize that, spend extra time any place in which we find a kind of like fascial restriction, or one way that it's not mobilizing as well. Sound good? So increase patellar mobility, decrease knee pain. Guys, until tomorrow, we're optimizing function.